from Country Diggers here. Today we're going to be talking about the dark history of Dewshine Mountain Dew. Now, I found this one out in the woods. I didn't dig it. I found it out in the woods. And I remember the video I found it in. It's called Lucky to Be Alive. Because we had car trouble that day. And man, we did some skid marks on that road, okay? And so I found it in the video Lucky to Be Alive. So y'all can go back and check that out if you want to. But anyway, the dark history on Dewshine. Dewshine was started in 2015 and was discontinued in 2017. And I'll tell you why. Alright, this is an article in the Knox News from 2016 by Jim Myers. The Deadly Danger of Dewshine. Illicit alcohol is as old as Prohibition, both the social and legislated kinds. It also kills. Sadly, this week, 2 Greenbrier teenagers who were caught up in the hype and promise of a cheap high will never see better days. Okay, this is in 2016, so this article was. The teens died after consuming a drink nicknamed Dewshine, a mixture of Mountain Dew and racing fuel, which is composed mostly of methanol, a highly toxic substance. Dewshine is a depressing rejoinder that draws on years of history where low-grade alcohol products are mixed with sodas or fruit juice to make them more palatable. Even the name Mountain Dew comes from an Appalachian moniker for moonshine, the illegal corn and sugar-based liquor that became popular in the South during and after Prohibition when alcohol couldn't be sold. Mountain Dew was created in the 1940s in East Tennessee by the Heartland brothers, who wanted a citrus-flavored beverage with a caffeine kick as a mixer for whiskey. They nurtured the lore, already popularized by jug bands on the Grand Ole Opry, where musicians would swap suits for hillbilly garb. Mountain Dew went as far as creating a cartoon character nicknamed Hillbilly Willie and pushing their motto, "It'll tickle your innards," in hand-scrawled lettering on the bottles and in ad campaigns. It was a slick and fun way to gain attention. The Scourge. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms had reasons for trying to shut down moonshiners. The revenuers, as they were called, knew that some producers used less than sound methods, allowing lead solder to leach into the product, poisoning the sorry drinkers and causing jake-legged thrashing, blindness, and death. Sure, it was easy to paint the story in terms of resilient and independent mountain folk, the original Tea Partiers, thumbing their bearded noses at authority, calling moonshine drivers the birth of NASCAR, and making it a proud part of Appalachian culture. When moonshine was good, it was all of those things. But when it was bad, it took the curl out of your hair, and suddenly your home was a pine box. In urban areas, especially among the homeless during Prohibition and the Depression, canned heat was the cheap, easy, and often deadly way to get stoned. Desperate drinkers would take cans of Sterno, strain them through socks, and make jungle juice with cheap fruit drink mixers. The problem with Sterno was that it was alcohol denatured with methanol a poisonous blend and created quick highs followed by sorrowful and painful deaths, chronicled in songs like the Canned Heat Blues, recorded in 1928 by Tommy Johnson. Today, however, relentless marketing and promotion products draws on the romanticized and whitewashed history of moonshine's past. While no standard of identity exists for moonshine, excuse me, it hasn't stopped dozens of companies from making legal product and calling it moonshine. Their ad campaigns sell rugged individualism. They turn the novelty of overalls and mason jars into naughty fun for folks in button-downs and Tory birch boots. They hawk pride in the rebel South and give you tasty recipes created by mixologists because even they know you won't choke this stuff down without heavy mixers. Which brings us back to the kids. It brings us back to sweet soda and alcohol so codified in Tennessee culture that we have names like Jack and Coke, Dickel and Drop, and now sadly Dewshine. What makes this harder and unfortunate for Mountain Dew and its parent company PepsiCo is they recently released a new clear product called just that, Dewshine. The bottle has a hillbilly with a jug. It carries the phrase, "It'll tickle your innards." Advertising says it's available legally for the first time. Sadder still, Mountain Dew has evolved into something bigger. It spawned other caffeine-fueled drinks, which gave rise to the energy drink explosion. Vodka and Red Bull trips off the tongue as easily as gin and juice did 50 years ago. Do the Do went after skate punks and Warcraft gamers with new brands and partnerships. It went squarely after kids who thrived on risk and danger. And then, inexplicably, a mixture of Racing Fuel and Mountain Dew co-opted the name Dewshine. And now 2 teens are dead, which it was in 2016. You can't undo the decades and millions of dollars of marketing. This isn't about blame. It is about a horrifying, tragic confluence of history and circumstance. We have closed a deadly circle, and it needs to be addressed immediately before another kid does what kids do, like Tide Pods. Okay, that right there is a no-brainer to me. You don't eat Tide Pods, okay? But kids, they have a different mindset, I reckon. All right, hope y'all enjoyed, and see you back soon. Bye.